Hey everyone, welcome back to Practice English Anytime. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex. Today we have a fun and colorful topic.
That's right. Today we are going to learn how to order bubble tea for the first time.
Yes, bubble tea has become incredibly popular all over the world, and the menu can feel a little overwhelming if you've never tried it before.
There's so much customization involved flavors, toppings, sweetness, ice levels. It has its own unique vocabulary.
We will follow Maya and me as we walk into a bubble tea shop, learn about the menu, and place a confident first-time order.
We will also stop from time to time to explain important vocabulary.
So don't worry if you are a beginner. We always speak slowly and clearly.
Just relax and enjoy the story.
But before we start, we have a small question for you.
Listen carefully and try to find the answer.
Here is today's question.
The small, chewy black balls at the bottom of bubble tea, made from a starchy root plant, are commonly known by two names. What are these called?
The answer is in the story. If you find it, please write it in the comments below.
Writing your answer in English is great practice. So please try.
All right, are you ready?
Let's begin the story.
Alex, I've never actually tried bubble tea before. I'm a little nervous, honestly.
Don't worry, it's really fun once you understand the basics. Let's take a look at the menu together.
This board is huge. There are so many flavors listed. Taro, brown sugar, mango, matcha, lychee.
Taro, a starchy purple root vegetable popular in many Asian desserts and drinks.
Yes, taro has a naturally sweet, slightly nutty flavor and gives drinks a beautiful light purple color. Very popular in bubble tea.
Matcha, a finely ground bright green Japanese tea powder.
Yes, matcha is made from specially grown and processed green tea leaves, ground into a fine powder, giving drinks an earthy flavor and vibrant green color.
Lychee, a small, sweet, fragrant fruit popular throughout Asia.
Yes, lychee has a delicate floral sweetness, often used to flavor fruity, refreshing bubble teas.
This all sounds delicious but a little overwhelming. Where do I even begin?
Overwhelming, feeling like there's too much information to process comfortably at once.
Yes, overwhelming describes a feeling of being mentally flooded, unable to process everything calmly, especially when facing too many choices.
Let's break it down into a few simple decisions. First, do you want a milk tea or a fruit tea base?
Milk tea base, a drink made with tea combined with milk or a creamy alternative.
Yes, milk tea combines brewed tea with milk, creating a creamy, comforting flavor. A fruit tea base, instead, mixes tea with fruit juice or syrup, tasting lighter and more refreshing.
I think I'll go with a milk tea, since I love creamy drinks.
Great choice for a first try. It's a very classic, comforting option.
Let's stop here for a moment.
Great start. Let's look at some important words we just heard.
First word, taro, a starchy purple root vegetable, popular in Asian desserts and drinks.
Second word, matcha, a finely ground, bright green Japanese tea powder.
Third word, lychee, a small, sweet, fragrant fruit, popular throughout Asia.
Fourth word, overwhelming, feeling like there's too much information to process at once.
Fifth word, milk tea base, a drink made with tea combined with milk or a creamy alternative.
5 important words. Now let's go back to the story. Time to learn about toppings.
Now, I keep seeing this word, boba. What exactly does that mean?
Great question. Boba refers to those small, chewy black balls, usually sitting at the bottom of the drink.
Boba, small, chewy balls made from tapioca starch, commonly added to bubble tea?
Yes, boba, also called tapioca pearls, is made from cassava root, a starchy plant. They have a wonderfully chewy, almost springy texture.
Tapioca pearls, another common name for the same chewy topping.
Yes, tapioca pearls and boba are essentially the same thing. The name simply depends on regional preference or which shop you're visiting.
Springy, bouncing back quickly after being pressed, having an elastic texture.
Yes, springy describes a texture that gently bounces back when you bite into it, rather than being soft or mushy.
And are there other toppings besides boba?
Definitely. There's also popping boba, which bursts in your mouth, releasing a flavored liquid inside.
Popping boba, small, juice filled bubbles that burst open when you bite into them.
Yes, unlike regular boba, popping boba has a thin outer skin, and it bursts with a small splash of flavored juice when pressure is applied.
Bursts, breaks open suddenly, releasing what's inside.
Yes, to burst means to break open suddenly and quickly, usually releasing liquid or contents inside.
What other toppings are common?
There's also grass jelly, coconut jelly, and pudding. All add different textures and flavors.
Jelly, a soft, wobbly, semi solid food, usually gel like in texture.
Yes, jelly has a smooth, slightly firm but wobbly texture, adding a unique mouthfeel, different from the chewiness of boba.
Mouthfeel, the physical sensation and texture of food as you eat or drink it.
Yes, mouthfeel describes how something feels in your mouth, beyond just taste. Things like chewiness, smoothness, or creaminess.
This is fascinating. I think I'll start simple with regular boba.
Perfect choice for your very first bubble tea.
Let's pause here for a moment.
So many fun new words about toppings. Let's review.
First, boba, small, chewy balls made from tapioca starch.
Second, tapioca pearls, another common name for boba.
Third, springy, bouncing back quickly after being pressed, elastic in texture.
Fourth, popping boba, small juice-filled bubbles that burst in your mouth.
Fifth, jelly, a soft, wobbly, semi solid food, gel like in texture.
Sixth, mouthfeel, the physical sensation and texture of food as you eat it.
6 great words. Now let's go back to the story. Time to customize sweetness and ice.
Now the staff member is asking about sweetness level. What does that mean exactly?
Sweetness level, the specific amount of sugar added to your drink, usually chosen on a percentage scale.
Yes, most bubble tea shops let you choose exactly how sweet your drink is, often as a percentage, like 25%, 50% RD, or 100% sugar.
That's so specific. What would you recommend for a first timer?
I'd suggest 50% sweetness, so you can really taste both the tea and the sweetness without it being overpowering.
Overpowering, so strong or intense that it dominates over everything else?
Yes, overpowering describes a flavor so strong it completely masks or dominates the other, more subtle flavors in the drink.
That sounds like a smart choice. 50%, please.
And what about ice level? You can usually choose regular ice, less ice, or no ice at all.
Ice level, the specific amount of ice added to your drink, adjustable to your preference.
Yes, just like sweetness, ice level is customizable. Choosing less ice means you get more actual drink, rather than melted water diluting the flavor.
I'll go with regular ice then, since it's such a hot day.
Great choice. Now one more decision. What size straw would you like?
Size of straw? I didn't know that was even a choice.
Yes, bubble tea uses a wide straw, thick enough to let the boba pass through easily.
Wide straw, a thicker than normal drinking straw, specifically designed for bubble tea toppings.
Yes, a regular thin straw wouldn't work well with boba, since the pearls are too large. Wide straws are specifically designed to let both liquid and toppings flow through comfortably.
Let's stop here for a moment.
More useful customization vocabulary. Let's review.
First, sweetness level, the specific amount of sugar added, usually chosen by percentage.
Second, overpowering. So strong or intense that it dominates other flavors.
Third, ice level, the specific amount of ice added to your drink.
Fourth, wide straw. A thicker straw specifically designed for bubble tea toppings.
4 great words. Now let's go back to the story and finish ordering.
Okay, I think I'm ready to order now.
Great! I'll help translate if needed, but you've got this.
You've got this. An encouraging phrase, meaning you're capable of handling something confidently?
Yes, you've got this as a supportive expression, showing belief in someone's ability to succeed at a task.
Hi, I'd like a taro milk tea, please, with boba, 50% sweetness, and regular ice.
Great choice. What size would you like? Medium or large?
Medium, please.
Perfect. That'll be $5.50. For here or to go?
To go, please.
No problem, we'll have that ready shortly.
That felt much easier than I expected.
See, once you understand the vocabulary, the whole process becomes really straightforward.
Order for Maya, taro milk tea, medium, with boba.
That's you. Let's grab it.
Thank you so much. Wow, look at this beautiful purple color.
Let's try it. Remember, give it a good shake first to mix everything evenly.
Give it a shake. Gently move the sealed cup to properly mix the ingredients inside.
Yes, shaking the sealed cup ensures the tea, milk, and sweetness blend evenly throughout the drink before you start sipping.
Okay, let me try it now. This is delicious. And the boba has such an interesting, chewy texture.
I'm so glad you're enjoying your first bubble tea experience.
I definitely understand the hype now. I'll be ordering this again very soon.
Understand the hype. Comprehend why something is so popular or exciting after experiencing it yourself.
Yes, hype refers to the excitement and popularity surrounding something. Understanding the hype means you now personally see why people love it so much.
And that's the end of today's story.
What a delicious first experience. We explored the menu, learned about boba, customized the sweetness and ice, and ordered our very first bubble tea confidently.
And we learned so much fun, colorful vocabulary along the way.
Let's do a final review of 10 key words and phrases from today.
First, milk tea base, a drink made with tea combined with milk.
Second, boba, small chewy balls made from tapioca starch.
Third, tapioca pearls, another common name for boba.
Fourth, popping boba, small juice-filled bubbles that burst in your mouth.
Fifth, mouthfeel, the physical sensation and texture of food as you eat it.
Sixth, sweetness level, the specific amount of sugar added, chosen by percentage.
Seventh, ice level, the specific amount of ice added to your drink.
Eighth, wide straw, a thicker straw designed for bubble tea toppings.
Ninth, give it a shake, gently moving the sealed cup to mix ingredients evenly.
10th, understand the hype. Comprehend why something is popular after trying it.
10 key words. Practice them. And next time you order bubble tea anywhere in the world, you will feel confident, knowledgeable, and ready to customize exactly what you want.
Whether it's your very first cup or your 100th, this vocabulary will always help you order with confidence.
Now, one last time. Today's question.
The small, chewy black balls at the bottom of bubble tea, made from a starchy root plant, are commonly known by two names. What are these called?
Did you find the answer in the story? Write it in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe to our channel.
We upload new videos every week with slow, clear English for beginners.
Thank you so much for watching Practice English Anytime.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and never be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistakes are how we learn.
See you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.